Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. We got track 5 here, folks. We got track 5.
Coming up next is track 5.
We just came off this like courtroom song. Like, folks, can I object to doing track 5? Can objection? What is the judge say when they don't let you do that?
Overruled.
Sustained.
Overruled. Fuck it.
Something like that.
Fuck it. That's what he says.
Track 5, Things That You Do, featuring Mariah Carey, produced by Chauncey Mahan and Swizz Beats. Might I say this beat? We got a hidden production credit, Moulz. I had to dig a little deeper. Produced by Oscar. Because this sound on the beat.
Listen, don't you dare drag the good Empress's name through this pile.
Actually, no, that isn't Oscar. That's Kyrie Sane. So it's not the good Empress.
Wow,
I'm wrong.
racist.
Produced by... No, the production duo known as the Kabuki Warriors.
Very racist. You're getting the women confused because they're both of Japanese descent.
No, not true. It's just I associate that clip with Asuka. But congrats to her, by the way. Brand new women's champion. But yeah, this is one of those beats, bro,
I'm
that
sure
made
she'll
me
be glad
think,
that a terribly racist man is congratulating her.
Knock it off. I bought her merch. I mean, that doesn't make me not racist, but I'm not racist, okay? But this is one of those things, one of the beats that made me think I didn't like Swizz Beats for so long. And I mean, what a waste of Mariah Carey, bro. Why did she agree to this? I mean, this beat sounds like a broken flute with some, like, Asian elements. It sounds
we gonna
like...
rate this thing?
We are. We do need to do that. Well... Yeah, for all the talking I'm doing, I actually gave this a 6+.
The Coward Mel, the song liker, Generous Mel, has once again given
if I would have liked
song.
it would be a 7.
He would have given the
6+.
song. Yeah, it's aight. Everything's aight when you're living in fucking La La Land. But welcome to reality, folks. All right, let's get real. This shit's a fucking 4. I don't like it. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but I don't like it.
You actively don't like it, you know? So, sure. Well, I'm going to get to why it's a 6+, but...
Piece of crap song right here.
Sounds like one of them meme beats, bro, honestly.
This might be the worst Jay-Z song I've ever heard so far in his catalog. Which is crazy. Mariah Carey has already made multiple hit records. In fact, in 1999... she had the longest reigning number 1 with Boyz II Men, right?
Yeah, she got toppled by
So I think it's fair to say she ain't no hoe, okay?
Oh jeez, well, right, of course not.
And she's gonna sell. She's not gonna fail.
It's not she gonna sell. She already sold.
She's
a proven seller. Honestly, man,
poor performances all around, but Jay is the least repulsive about this thing.
Right, and that's why we got the 6+, because can I say this? The beat, to me, the song sounds like a fake version of Between Me and You by Ja Rule and Christina Milian. But the funny thing is, that record came after this record.
Yeah, I can see some musical similarities, but you know what? Even that one has a little more going for it. Song. It has the strings. It's like the strings that are aping the sort of like, and then it's like boom, 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 boom. You know, you got those big like boom, booms in there. Yeah. This shit is just like boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I always think of when I hear this stupid ass beat? I think of Super Mario 64, that level with like all those little penguins like in the ice and shit, and you run around and they're like, you know, and they got that. This sounds like it was straight out of an N64, this beat.
Well, you know what I think of? I think of this. That's what I think of.
Oh, is that LeBron executive producing Pretty Girls Like Trap Music or whatever the hell it was? Go to the league or whatever.
Yeah, that one is. This is beats. But that song actually came after. So I guess Ja took the blueprint, no pun intended, of this song and made improvements. You know, Ja Rule said, "You made it some hot garbage. I made it a hot song."
It's murder.
It's murder. You know,
it's murder.
It's resurrection because this song.
This song is murder. This song is lyrically lost.
No, lyrically it's not lost. Lyrically it's good, but it's lost compared to the beat.
Musically, it is absolute doo-doo juice in a freaking saucer. Okay, in like a tiny little saucer that a cat would drink milk out of in the 1940s. All right, that's what this beat is. Just this beat is doo-doo on a stick, fried in a corn dog shell. Okay, and rolled in some of that confetti or whatever the shit, the cotton candy burrito, whatever you guys are eating these days. All right, the beat is absolutely one of the worst fucking beats I've ever heard in my life. Jay-Z or not, this thing is utter hot garbage. Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker. All right, and
I think it's time to bring back the classic, bro.
Quit putting that garbage out, that music out.
Oh, the classic, such a classic. You know,
when it comes to this,
honestly, Mariah Carey, I love you. I really do. I absolutely.
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her for this,
but she should have had the good sense to not appear.
Exactly.
On this,
Listen, I get that you were just trying to help out your friend Jay-Z, who had, I think, at this point hopped on the Heartbreaker remix, which is a stone cold banger.
Hey,
this one, or a bop, as the kids say. Okay, but this one is no Heartbreaker remix. This is a piece of shit. Mariah Carey, you don't sound good on this beat. This beat, you don't sound good on Mariah Carey. Jay-Z, you did okay, I guess, but you didn't do good enough to save this.
The beat makes people sound bad. I mean,
the beat makes me nauseous.
Was good.
The beat makes me physically nauseous. I cannot endorse music that sounds like this. This is a travesty.
I gotta say, lyrically, Mariah, like, it's the things that you do that make me feel so. And then, like, nothing is like...
And then, just the punctuation in the beat.
I can't explain. Yeah.
All right, you stupid-ass beat. We've heard enough from you.
I love you. You thug you. Look what you make the clubs do. Okay, that's not the worst part. The worst part to me is that I can't explain. Can I just say, when it comes to songwriting, I can't explain is such a pet peeve of mine. It's literally your only job. Why even pick up the pen to tell me you can't explain? What I'm going to say might sound crazy, but there's a way to describe what is indescribable. I guess what I'm saying is at least give it a shot. I'd rather you try than just say you couldn't explain, even if you really mean you can't explain. Like, even if it's that overwhelming and wonderful to you that you can't explain.
It's the cadence, which is so awful. I can't explain.
Explain.
This is a woman who can sing in 8 vocal octaves. One of the greatest vocalists of our generation.
Yeah, right? Mrs. Ha herself, like.
What the hell? And listen, I'll be honest, you could put anyone in the world on this beat and it would sound like ass. So yeah, Swizz, you shit the bed with this one. It was dead on arrival and no one did enough. I'd say no one on this thing did enough to elevate it to even a 6 for me. I don't like this.
Bro, Jay, the flow sicker, no jigger, mo sicker now, right? You know what me and Swizz shit sound like, crazed and demonic. It's like, nah, just crazed. You're a little demonic for deciding to put this beat together. But what's weird is the content of his verses don't match seemingly what the record is trying to be. When you get Mariah Carey on here, it's like he's on here talking about product of Reaganomics. That motherfucking stoop raised me, ringing in the hoops, but I was too lazy. School made me sick. Teacher said I was too crazy. Lo and behold, it's the new and improved Jay-Z. It's like, why are you telling her all this on a song with Mariah Carey? Rather, why are you telling Mariah Carey all of this on a song that you think was made for the radio, right?
You know what this feels like, Mel?
What's that?
This feels like I can go back and do a song like Sunshine or I Know What Girls Like and make it work. And the way to do that is by not being on subject with the song, by like doing my own thing on the beat, but letting the song be pop.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Bad approach. The beat absolutely sucks. I'm surprised that Jay actually got on this beat.
But I guess like by the end of the verse, I get it. Because he's like, and now the reason that I flow the way I flow, baby. Because she's like,
who gives a
on
shit?
There, like, I don't know why, on the hook is the things that you do. So he's like, well, this is why I do what I do. I come from the hard knocks, and it's like, it's a weird record though.
It's a miss.
But here's the thing. I got my hat on because in verse 2, he's like, I move like an ounce, bottled up like crack. That's how I make you bounce like that. And then a light bulb went off. I said, oh, wait, I get it. He's explaining since she said she can't. Is this song genius? 11 out of 10? No, because the beat sounds like a cartoon dust up in a toy store. Like that little ball of limbs and smoke. That's what the beat sounds like.
This just sounds like the kind of music you would hear on one of those strange procedurally generated cartoons for children that are
on
getting
YouTube.
Banned from YouTube.
Yeah, that should be banned from YouTube. Absolutely.
It sounds like the music you'd hear on the back of one of those while like Spider-Man is getting his intestines taken out.
Yeah, it's just
it's very bad. It's awful. I mean, I'm all for preserving history, but some monuments need to be taken down. I say that things that you do should be banned from this album.
I mean, it should be. I looked at it inside and out. I tried to make it work, so it's like, okay, I get it. The gist is she's doing her pop thing saying, I can't explain why I love you so much, you thug you. And he's like, well, allow me to explain why you love me so much. It's because I come from this. But it's like, it doesn't match. This beat's weird. And like, he's like, saying all this stuff. And at this point, I'm like, I know she says she's feeling him. And I guess she does, but by now her friends, because there's always like the girl's friends who are like, don't date Jay. It's like they're probably like,
how come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
It's just like, it's like, oh my God, like shut up, dude. Like, can we move on? But he every time I try to give him some credit here, he ruins it. This is why it's gonna forever be a 6. This will never go up. Not even Ironic Mel can get this over.
I was gonna say I thought Ironic Mel might have been able to work his magic on this one.
I tried, bro. Because here's the thing, man.
Be like, it makes me think of being on a sled with Homer from The Simpsons while we eat ice cream and pizza in January on a bobsled in Japan.
I couldn't do it this time, and it's like, here's the thing. It's like, I'm giving him credit. That's like, well, listen, you got to listen to him. He's not bragging. He is bragging because he escaped the mud against all odds. He has a harrowing origin. I'd boast too, right? It's like, so he has to explain why he's the way. But then you know what he says in his verse? I can't entertain it. Sometimes I can't explain it. And I'm like, now you can't explain things. And here's the thing. I thought, okay, well, this is better a bit because he said sometimes he can't explain it. But at the same time, you just got done explaining it. So why even mention that sometimes you can't explain it? And wouldn't that not matter anymore since it's already been explained? It's just, no matter how I look at this song, I couldn't help him. I couldn't help him. I tried. I really tried. You can tell I tried,
I can tell you tried, but I did nothing of the sort. I know this is ass juice, and it's not getting any better for me.
Real heavy content for a song where you got Mariah Carey, like the queen of like pop at this point.
Well, she's done her fair share. She's done her fair share of, thug adjacent, gangsta adjacent type songs.
Of course, but you're supposed to be a player when she hops on the record. He's like just like moaning about his come up. I mean, I guess she asked indirectly, but like, this honestly sounds like a song I would make. And that's how it's not player. Okay, I would get on the beat and start talking about my struggles to this girl and then like make her fall out of love with me. It's like, I thought you were cool, but now here you are talking about all this stuff. The only other thing that's noteworthy about this is I guess he might be touching on the Jazzo beef that I think maybe started around this time.
Okay, what is?
I don't know, because he's not on here, is he?
Nope.
I don't think he's on this album. It's the first album He's not on. He says at the start of verse 3, you know, I've traveled through zones, home spaz like a bad back. I came into this game on Jazz's back. I jumped off, stood on my own too, like boom, that's that. Like, had the beef started?
I don't think
like
so.
He kind of went out of his way to say this. Like,
no, I think he's giving Jazz credit, honestly.
Okay, just talking about like that's who I came in with, and now I've like
I don't think
I
the
made my
Jazz
way.
shit started until like after Rockefeller already fell apart.
Okay.
Because like he doesn't really even get at him until the later albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the beef had started yet at this time.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So it's just a shout out to Jazz then. Well, he isn't on this album, so I had to think. But for what it's worth, great third verse. I actually really enjoy the third verse. I'm not going to quote it all to you. But taking the whole song into account.
Mr. Third Verse over here.
I guess so. I mean, the rapping is pretty good on the song. It's just a weird use of Mariah Carey and a beat that sounds like a second grade orchestra
The beat
practice.
even throws the rapping off.
Yeah, you know. I'm done. Just my final two notes. Of course, the classic comments from Genius. We got one comment from Swag King Kong 2209 who says, "Sounds nothing like Mariah." I disagree. It sounds like Mariah. Is just she shouldn't be here. Second one from Champagne Poppy, spelled Poppie, who says, "The beat go hard."
Those are your people, Mel. The Champagne Poppies.
Man, listen. This man said this 4 years ago. All I gotta say to this Champagne Poppy, spelled Poppie.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Let's move on. Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.